So back when I was attending the university, I actually minored in art, and I think I had one professor who required us to have a sketchbook, and it was a small portion of our overall grade, a very small portion, because I still believe I got an A in the class. But I didn't really understand how important it is to keep a sketchbook and to regularly do sketches to, and so this is actually the first time that I've really consistently used a sketchbook and completed an entire sketchbook. And so here we go. Let me show you what I've done in the last not quite a year. So I started out by attempting to draw a picture of myself. This was for Huevember, and so that's why it's all in red, because I was using one hue of red, and I did use a brown for my shadows and darker spots. I did a little sketch of my daughter as a superhero, because I thought that would be cute. Here's after I attended a local college production of My Fair Lady. I came home and did this also for Huevember. That's why there's so much focus on the purple. And let's see, there's a little sketch probably from my daughter. There you go. This is, she was 4 at the time. And here's the first time I had ever drawn a jackalope. Also for Huevember. I decided it was a magical creature, and so I made him purple so that, well, I made it purple because it was Huevember, but then I decided maybe it glows purple in the dark, you know, magic. And a unicorn with my daughter like taking a little nap or something. I thought it was a cute idea. And this is an unfinished sketch of myself and the 2 kids. Another little sketch of myself. This is where I started doing my advent calendar for Christmas. And so I decided, I think I was using a prompt list for each day of, and then working around that prompt list. But I think this one, the prompt was train. And so there's my little boy riding on a big toy train. I'll have to make a video of my actual finished advent calendar, because I think it turned out really cool. I didn't make videos at the time of the individual pictures, but I could make a video to show you the Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony eating a gingerbread. This one is very faded, but this is Diddle Mouse. It's a German comic book character. And there's Rudolph. My attempt at Rudolph based on an actual reindeer, not any of the reindeer or the Rudolph characters that I've seen in movies. Scary characters from Star Wars. And then there's another from my advent calendar. And Cindy Lou Who. And sketches for the Nutcracker. And this is our dog as a puppy. Here's a snowflake. I don't know if how well you can see that in this picture, but I was trying to put the symbol for the Ronald McDonald House in the center because that organization has special meaning for me and my family. And this one is a couple of carolers based on my daughter and son. A couple of Lord of the Rings elves. Again, we're still in the advent calendar here. I don't remember why I drew a rhinoceros. I'm not sure what that would have to do with the advent calendar, but that's what I was still working on. And then this kind of looks like my daughter drew a squid or something. I'm not sure what she was going for there. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I did a few sketches from that movie. And the last of my advent calendar sketches. Here we are in January of this year, 2019, and a sketch of myself sitting on my bed drawing, because I was doing a lot of my drawing sitting on the bed at the time. And I was going to do a month of background sketches because I wanted to improve on my backgrounds. Here's a few color studies for a picture. Here's my my first finished piece of background and a character in the front. This is my little dragon character, baby dragon, just hatching on the side of a lake or a swamp or something. And I thought that one turned out really cool, and I've actually made prints of that one for myself and my family. Not selling yet. The YouTube Artist Collective was doing a thing, and I don't remember what the theme was that time, but I decided to use characters from Alice in Wonderland. This one's the White Rabbit and the Mad Hatter. I believe I have my finished artworks from that YouTube Artist Collective over on Instagram. If you want to go check out my Instagram. More of the Mad Hatter. Trying to figure out the Cheshire Cat based on a real cat, not any of the movies that I've seen. And another Cheshire Cat. Here I was drawing a cactus. This is from during intermission. I did a quick sketch of Fiddler on the Roof, and because I went to see a local production of Fiddler on the Roof, and I will go ahead and link that video where I did a finished piece of Tevye from Fiddler on the Roof. And here are some wings. I was going to do a fairy, and I wanted to make it an Arizona-based fairy, since I live in Arizona. And there just aren't a lot of magical creatures that have been created around my home of Arizona. And so I thought it would be really cool to create my own. So these are some different wings that you might see in Arizona. There's a sketch of my daughter as a hummingbird fairy, and I'll try to put a photograph. That picture might be over on Instagram as well, but I'll put a photograph here to show you the finished piece from this one. Practicing my signature, trying to come up with a signature that I liked better. Here we have a hummingbird and a jackalope. These are some sketches of my daughter in different styles and poses and facial expressions. Then my jackalope, I'll link that video as well. But I did a jackalope for another YouTube artist collective, and the theme was mythical characters, and I thought it was mythical creatures. So yeah, I messed up a little bit. I really had a lot of fun creating my jackalope. Again, magical creatures that you might find in my home of Arizona. I'm thinking about creating a series, actually, of drawings or paintings of some of the magical creatures you might find in Arizona. Let me know if you'd like to see something like that. And it sounds like the kids are home, so I'm going to take a break right there. Okay, so I just showed you this one, but I left this book out for a little bit, and next thing I know, somebody's gotten a hold of the blue chalk, the sidewalk chalk, and there you go. I'd probably rub off if I wanted to, but then we have, this was after we went to see How to Train Your Dragon 3, and I did a sketch of Astrid. I was trying to put her dragon, or a dragon, her dragon in the background. Just a quick sketch, and you can see the marker prints from this page that totally bled through, and so this next time around I'm going to be trying out a different sketchbook and see if it does any better. This one, I wanted to try something for Dr. Seuss's birthday, and this is what I came up with. Not quite what I hoped for, but still not too bad, I guess. This was after I watched a tutorial from Art a la Carte. Hers was a corgi that she did, and my friend has a corgi mix. I can't remember what other dog she said it was mixed with, but I decided to try to do her dog's coloring with the corgi sketches. I drew a pine cone, which turned out, although it looked complicated, It was actually pretty simple to draw. Another jackalope, pair of jackalopes. Bert from the original Mary Poppins. This was just before we went to see Mary Poppins Returns. I decided to do a couple of sketches from the original Mary Poppins. There's a couple of sketches of the kids, Roadrunner. I was thinking about making a Roadrunner into some kind of magical creature. Haven't decided exactly where to go with that. Maybe, I don't know. And a cat. More cats. And then I enjoyed the pine cone so much that I decided to try adding a mouse character with it. And my attempt to, just before Junicorn, I decided to try to draw myself as a unicorn. I don't know. I started to draw our daughter as Cinderella, and then only got partway through before I stopped. This was sitting under my aunt's apricot tree as it was blooming. I don't know how well you can see that. And the birds. During church one day, I was watching my friend's little girl try to walk, and just loved the look of her tiny little feet and her chubby little legs, and so I did a few sketches. My mother-in-law was taking pictures of her little puppies, new little puppies, and they had decided that her purse was the most comfortable place to sleep, and so she got a picture of, there were actually 3 of them, but you couldn't really see the third one very well, so I just drew 2. And sitting in a doctor's office, I found a picture of a butterfly in a magazine. Our son climbing a fence. And then I tried to draw it a little bigger. This is a sketch I did after watching and listening to a series that Art a la carte did, where she created a story based on the decisions that, like a choose your own adventure story, and it was a lot of fun, and I really liked this character. I don't remember his name now, but he was a lot of fun. Here's a few ideas for Mermaid. Trying to draw some little boy mer people, mer boys. I did a treasure map for our daughter's birthday. Second attempt at a treasure map. That finished treasure map is right here. Just simple little treasure map for a birthday, and she had a lot of fun with that. More mermaid, just all in pins, gel pins. Our daughter. Trying a different kind of fish, a flying fish as a mermaid. These are some ideas I was working with for the May the 4th idea for mermaid. Some more mermaid drawings. There's the one I ended up going with for my Star Wars May the 4th final picture. I think that's in one of my videos, so if it is, I'll go ahead and put a link to that so that you can watch it if you'd like. There's a little color, color sketch thing where I was sketching up what the colors would look like in that finished piece. Again, this is in my Mermaid video. Another from Mermaid. This was, yeah. After we went to see Avengers, I decided to do a little Mermaid based on the Avengers. An initial sketch of my Mother's Day piece for Mermaid. I figured as moms we're kind of like 8-legged octopus. There's a mermaid piece based on Finding Nemo and for teacher appreciation. And my daughter's hands. These are some sketches I did for Draw This in Your Style challenge from Art a la Carte. I had a lot of fun with that one, and I can link that video if you'd like. Some attempts to draw a character for a story. There's a bulldozer for my son. There's some, this is my style, a sketch of myself in my style, and then in a few different cartoon styles. This was Sailor Moon and Scooby-Doo. Let's see, Disney, Rainbow Bright, and like Flintstones. Yeah, see if it helped me to more fully, it actually helped me to more fully appreciate my own style. And then after I did those sketches, then I did this one. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I decided to try one more time. After this ended up being kind of a warm-up, because I then did this sketch even faster than I did this one, and I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know I had that in me. But a little sketch of myself snuggling with the kids first thing in the morning. We do that a lot. Another bulldozer. Have I mentioned that I don't really know what bulldozers look like unless I'm actually looking at a reference? And a monster truck. That's how I keep our son entertained during church sometimes. I draw bulldozers and backhoes and monster trucks and dump trucks and whatever whatever he asks for. That'll keep him entertained for a few minutes. I did this sketch of my niece for her birthday, and I thought this one turned out really cute, and then I attempted to make it larger and put some color in it with marker, and it was scary. And then for Junicorn, I've done some 80s unicorns, but I also did some of my own, kind of loosely based on some ideas from Carrie Leonard. She does a bunch of really cool fantasy art on YouTube and Instagram, and she does these unicorns with different type of horse bodies, like Shetland ponies like this one and stuff, and then different kinds of horns that are not necessarily the typical unicorn horn. And I thought that was really cool, so I decided to give a go at it for myself. And here's some more of those. I think they look really cool. Here's another one. And then I watched a video from Dramatic Parrot. And so, from this point on, I started trying to do my sketches in colored pencil, which I decided I really like. It doesn't smear the way the graphite does, and so I kind of like that. And I feel like it's got so much more life. These are some more pictures, some more sketch ideas for a story. It's actually a story that my dad wrote many years ago, and so I thought it could be fun to use pictures of my dad in order to the main character for the story. Here's some more sketches of my dad and trying to turn him into a character. Here's one I did for the 4th of July. This was the original sketch in my own style, and then I tried changing it into a couple of different Disney styles. And some more, these are actually from a reference, some more construction vehicles and tractors, and again trying to draw myself as a cartoon, and some hands, because if you don't have a reference to draw from, then using your hand is something I can always practice. Here's a little sketch of my son and myself. More sketches of my hand. Some bulldog or pug sketches. I was missing my visit to Germany and thinking about Germany, and so I pulled out some old pictures and was looking at them and sketching them. Another picture from Germany. Again with the bulldogs, trying to turn it into a character. Years ago I did a dog character, and I was trying to figure out how I might draw that today. Some little drawings from my daughter, and this is what we do for fun. Sometimes we draw pictures in my sketchbook when we have nothing else to do. Art a la carte was doing a turtle playing a trumpet, and it was really cute, so I decided to try to draw my own turtle playing a trumpet. And I actually stopped the video before she got very far into her sketches and started doing my own, because I was afraid if I had hers as a reference or hers as an idea in the back of my mind that I wouldn't be able to come up with my own ideas. One more little turtle playing a trumpet. And that's that sketchbook. And so I want to go back somewhere in the beginning and put a date in this sketchbook, since I haven't done that. And this was November 2018 to, yeah, July 2019. And with that, there's my first entirely finished sketchbook. Ta-da! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, then check out my other videos and click like and subscribe so that you can see some of my other upcoming videos. Bye!